Let's do this. It's kind of weird, like, seeing myself at an angle in the corner. Wait, in the corner, apparently. Everything's backwards in the corner. Although, I feel like it should be over there. Mirrors and stuff. Woo! All right, let me turn all these feeds off so I don't stare at myself the whole time. Cool, 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 cool. We're good there, we're good there. Beautiful. All right, we're good there. Jesus. Jesus, look at what he posted. What is that from? That's from, what is that movie? Michael Myers, I can't think of his name. Austin Powers. Okay, moving on. All right, that's good, that's good, that's good. That's all right. Hush. Good, 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 good. We don't need this anymore. We just made an alert for that. We're back in here right now. Almost done with this part. Should have rendered out prior to going live now that I think about it a little more. I'm not sure how that's going to go, but we're going to find out. And let's do it. Put my chat and stuff over there. All right, we're good. Main screen, baby. Okay. I'm trying to remember where I was. Let me drink a water now that I got all that set up. I had my own little side mission going there to get here. Okay. We're cool with everything here. What we're not cool with is the camera. That's what we're trying to figure out. I don't remember how I went back to this side view, but whatever. Let's get out of pose mode. All right, I think we're good with this. It's gonna look like that. I mean, it is what it is. It's a test one to see how far we can get with it. It's an animation I created last night. So what we're gonna do, we are going to export this. I'm trying to think how I can do this because I can export it straight from here, right? And then we're gonna have to do something with StreamerBot to add a trigger event to have him run across, and then at the same time as he runs across, we're gonna have to have some kind of thing show up behind him. We're just gonna do a rough model right now to see what we're trying to do is possible. All right. So that's fine. Let's do one of these real quick. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Turn that off. Turn. That rope is janked as well. If I click render out, what am I gonna get from this, I wonder? Honestly, I'm okay with it being a little ghetto because what we're trying to learn, it can be a little ghetto. It's never gonna be a final one. So let's see what we got here. We're gonna go, what format do we want? We're gonna push this into this here. Encoder. We're gonna want the WebM coder and WebM here as well. This should give us alpha channels. Okay. Encoder speed. Good. Good, good. And then don't want shadows. Do we? No, I don't think we do. For what we're doing here, shadows will look funny on this. This song is listed. Hold on. I mean, it's listed as not what's it called? Copyright, but I feel like it is. We're gonna find out. Whatever. All right, so we're good here, good there. Okay. Sorry, I lost my chat by looking at that. All right, so this should work, right? Let's find out. I didn't mean to click on that. What am I looking for? Animation. All this shit can go, but I also don't want to necessarily delete it because I think I'm going to use it, you know? So we might just let it be a little ghetto this time around. What is that? What's going on here? Why are our teeth? What's going on here? I'm not trying to figure that out right now. Aren't they not joined to this mesh? I feel like I joined these to this mesh a long time ago. Did I not? Like, they look... Okay, stop. Stop everything. Stop, stop. Oh, we're in edit mode. That's part of the problem. There we go. Cool. I'm gonna run it. I know it's gonna come out wrong, but that's kind of fine, to be honest with you. I keep looking at the wrong thing. Go back to animation. Why can't I click on anything? What is happening? I keep going into edit mode for some... I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. So most of that we don't want, but regardless, it'll allow us to see what we do want. So we're just gonna let it play through. I don't want to delete that stuff because I think I'm gonna need it later. I guess I could just port it back in. It's not a huge deal. Whatever. All right, so now in theory, we should be able to grab our OBS. Actually, I don't even know if I need to put it there. Right? It's fine. Let's come in here, browse. It has a background. Of course it has a background. Did we not click? No background? I'm pretty sure we clicked no background. I'm pretty certain we clicked no background, right? Sorry, my brain is fried right now. Okay, so we're good there. We got alpha there. Isn't this what gets rid of the background? Let's think for a second. No shadows. What else could it be? Film, transparent. That's what it is. Okay. That's what it is. We're good. Render animation. There, checkered background. Cool. That's what we're looking for. So hopefully it just works this time and we're good to go. We're just gonna ignore the stuff under his feet for now. Cool. So make sure that is gonna fire. I'm not bringing it directly in here, but in theory it should fire right now. All right, well, there we go. Okay, so yes, perfect. It's firing correctly. He's zipping. We'd have to make him real small at this speed for he goes really far. That's probably the real speed. It's the whole goal. If we can get him to run across. And somewhere right about here, as he comes across, we want the name to come out from behind him of like a subscriber, right? But even here, he looks more 3D, which is good. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for that 3D effect. Cool. Yeah, cool. I'm very happy with that right now. I don't want to necessarily do that. What I want to do is this real quick. I just want to check something. Well, not really check something. I just want to do something real quick. Let's go like this. Go, all right, that's fair. Let's go pose mode. Let's go into... how long is this one? It's gonna be pretty long. 340. I want to see this real quick. One's gonna stand by. Okay. I'm actually happy with this one as well. We're gonna render this one out just real quick. I don't plan on using it. I mean, I do plan on using it long term, but not like this. I just kind of want to see something with it. I need to know where the camera's at. We're in pose mode. Let's go back to object mode. Whatever. Camera. You're right here. Let's grab you. Bring you right about there. That to 90. All right, how high are you? About right there. Cool. Let's just right click this. See how we look. I'm cool with that. I just wanted to bring him a little higher, actually. Give the camera G up just a little bit, so it's kind of like eye height, you know? That way it's not like looking down at him. Okay, yeah, that's probably the right height. Let's get it a little closer. Yeah, let's bring it a little closer. Let's go GY. Maybe about right there. So it's taking up the whole screen. Actually, you know what? I gotta aim it down. I'm clipping off his feet, which we definitely don't want to do for this. Or you know what? We're not gonna clip it. We're just gonna bring it down just a little bit because it's supposed to not. It's supposed to kind of be looking directly at him. Yeah, that'll work right there. Cool. I think that'll work fine right there. So let's pull ourselves out of that. Come here. We're good with all that. Cool. That all should be set up correctly still, right? Yeah, transparent, blah, blah. Cool, good. Render animation. Oh, shit. Hold on. Cancel. We are going to get rid of the bag for now. Disable all that. That should work. That should fix it. Cool. So this guy's just gonna hang out at the top of our screen, just above our monitor, essentially. That's the plan. Kind of just sitting there, hanging out, no big deal. I would like to make a version where he's sitting there hanging, like standing there hanging out, or sitting hanging out, and then he randomly stands up, maybe walks around a little bit, sits back down. People like say somebody like follows on Twitch. It would fire, that event would fire, and then he like waves inside like channel, like look up, like, or like maybe he's just like more work with his voice line, you know? I don't know. Something. And then if he like, I don't know, we'll have to see. Cool. So now let's come in here with this. There's another step I haven't done yet to all this, but it's all right. Where is he at? He's it. I gotta pee real badly. Cool. We're moving right around. We got a little homies. Oops, I didn't mean to click on that. No, we'll keep him up top. I think he looks better up here. I think the Murloc's too big, to be honest with you. It's a Murloc, you know? What's up, brother? How you doing today, man? I have to pee so bad. I drank so much coffee this morning. It was an insane amount of coffee. Yeah, we're cooking right now, bro. I'm gonna try one more thing. All right, let's do it. So cool. So here's the goal. We want to see if we can get it to go across the bottom of the screen. I think that's going to be an After Effects situation. So I want to just do a quick test run to see if it's even possible. I want to talk to the old ChatGPT. Let's do a quick mock-up. I already have an animation. I want to use built. Let's delete all this. Built and rendered out of Blender as transparent. It's a guy running, but the animation is running in. Come on. Place, so I'll need to use another program to make him slide across the screen. Slide across the screen. Have an event trigger the animation crossing the screen as the peon runs across the screen. Here's so what I'm trying to do is just a test run. This isn't the long-term goal. Yeah, gotta drag. Yeah. The guy slides across the screen, still running naturally. Yes. I understand all this. Prepare the subscriber name. This is what I'm curious about. Add a text source, position it where you want the runner to pass. Add filters, color correction, damage, optional glow. It will look like the name is revealed as he runs past. I'm curious how it'll mask out from behind him. All right, let's do this. Let's see what we can get done here. We're gonna save this for now. We're gonna open up After Effects. Bring some After Effects into this real quick. In theory, should go well, right? We're gonna After Effects it. Basically, if we can. I'm worried about the name. That's the part I'm concerned about. I'm not worried about getting the guy to trigger on event and cross the screen. That shouldn't be too hard to figure out, but we'll see. Alrighty, we're gonna go in here. It's under C drive, temp. Oh, really? It doesn't read WebM files, huh? Hold on, stand by. I'm gonna have to re-render that out as something else, I think. Yeah, interesting. All right, I didn't realize After Effects didn't read WebM. Let's see what it does, if I should render it out or not. I think I could render it out as a ProRes, but I'm not trying to do that in is that an option inside Blender? Let's do this while this figures that out. Let's close this for now so I don't make my computer implode trying to run too many files, too many programs at once. Sorry, words. Let's run this real quick. Try to import through import file. By me, drag and drag doesn't work. For a WebM file? Are you? Because I drag all the time and it works fine. But if you mean specifically for one file, for sure, for sure. Yeah, it just doesn't read WebM. That's what it is. I think I could just do it differently here. Best option I recommend, render ever out of Blender. Okay. We'll just minimize that in case I need it again for something. All right, let me think. We're gonna come in here. We want the running animation here. Our camera's in the wrong spot. This is right? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. So timer's off. Cool. Good with all that. How long is this? Let's just do this right. Let's go to pose mode. Let's double check everything real quick. Give me all this stuff. All right, so this actually goes to 112. Let's make our length that long. 112. Cool. Now we're good. We're all the way through this whole thing here. So like, we'll stay longer. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man. I don't know if it's gonna go well, but we're gonna figure it out. So here's the goal. I'll give you the ultimate goal if you want, man. Basically, you can see it above my camera. It's like a little example, not the big one, but long term, right? Right now I'm just doing like, you know, like a prototype essentially. See if it's even possible to entertain, but I believe it is. I want to have a character, maybe a peon. I'm probably going to do OnlyFans stuff, like hardcore wild stuff in a few months, so that's why I started there. Kind of hang out. So basically do an idle, like 3 or 4, maybe 5 idle animations that are just kind of looping, right, at random through a script as he chills. And then let's say like you follow or subbed on YouTube. I don't use the word sub often because like I'm also on Twitch, so it gets confusing, right? But like followed or subbed, right? Same. And he's just sitting over my webcam. Instead of standing on, he's sitting, legs kicking over, just hanging out, looking around. And then you follow, and he stands up and says something like, "Thank you for the follow," or some kind of voice line, right? And then like interacts and moves, like, oh. Or like then if you sub, he does even more stuff like that, where he fires and starts doing things. So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm going to take the running one, have it run across the bottom of my screen, right, which shouldn't be a big deal, but try to make it look 3D and augmented, and have like a trigger event. I'm just gonna make one up, but like let's say I got a sub, right, where it unmasks behind him as he runs by, just to make sure the technology's there before I go any further with animating these, since it'll take a little bit to animate them all. But that is kinda the goal. Okay. Have you found, or do you know a better way to display a character we worked on? No. Ominous. No, I don't. What you're talking about is so Peanut, since I'm sure that's what this is all getting at, he has shown his setup. He uses a dual PC setup for that reason, for the programs. I have a 5950X3D, so like I don't have many issues, but yes, it is resource heavy, unquestionably resource heavy. Where's I at? Sorry, my ADD. There we go. Okay, so we got to move this camera over because we got to re-render out and try to do it as a different kind of file. Let's go back to object mode. There it is. Oh, my Atlanta. I'm losing my mind, boys. All right, there. Let's make this 90. 90. And 0. Okay, how are we looking down here? Whoop. All right. Play. That'll do. That'll do. Cool. I'm good with that. We're good here. We're good here. Now, let's see if we can't figure this part out. This is going to be tough. We don't... Wait, we do want it transparent. Did that save from last time? I'm not sure. It did. I must have saved it out last time. Okay. I went wet. Quick time. Cooking. I don't know if this is gonna work. Let's see what this looks like. Hold on. Oh, it might work. I have the checkered background. Boys, we might be cooking. Stand by. Yeah, ominous. I wish I did, brother. I'm thinking about building the whole thing out in Unity to see the differences, but I'm not sure it's gonna be any better. You know, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to have some kind of program open. That's why a lot of people will bring up like Snap Camera and stuff like that, but they stopped using that like Snapchat did. So if you're gonna go that route, you're gonna end up on different forums and different GitHubs doing like after, you know, third-party people that have tried to update it and stuff. So that's gonna be at your own risk, man. I don't know what you're downloading at that point, you know. All right, hopefully that worked. Hopefully that worked out well for us. Let's check a little peek, peeksy poo. Take this over here. Now I want this here. Everything's jammed on one monitor right now. I gotta start sliding it around. I don't know which is which. Let's take them both. This has been unlabeled alpha. This has an unlabeled alpha data. Sure, I don't know what that even means. Send it anyway. Okay, well, apparently it was the number of this one. The other one didn't even work. Perfect. We're cooking still. We haven't hit a big rut yet. Let's position this guy. And then, oh wait, let's put this at the beginning. Okay. And then by the end, you should be all the way over. Oh, I ran out of monitor. Stand by. Here. We're cool with that. It's a little slow, but all right, we gotta make it fit better than that, huh? It seems a little ridiculous. There we go. It's a little better like that, huh? Yeah. I don't want it to loop. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I want the full motion to be the loop. Reason being is I want it to clear my screen. Yeah, so when I put it out of Blender, it's actually only a 16 frame animation. It's just one run cycle, but I bumped it up to 112 for that reason. With that said, I'm no expert in this stuff, so if you guys are like, hey, dummy, you're doing that wrong, like, please tell me. I'm far from good at it. Issue is when people tell me that stuff, I'm like, I hear you, I just don't understand what you're saying because I still don't know. That looks okay to me. Good enough, right? Oh, nice to meet you, man. I do similar shit. It's just from a different part of the world. That's cool. That's cool, brother. So I was just telling him, I'm just running a prototype right now. My long-term goal has to do with the guy chilling above me. My man up there hanging out, looking around. But I got to see if this is even possible before I get any further into it, you know? And I'm curious. I'm debating something actually right now. Hold on, let me pull this guy. Well, that's not to pull him in because I'm gonna ruin some other stuff. Let's just move into the middle real quick. Give me a colored background. Give me a solid. Yep, sounds great. Okay, there it is. So I was like, what is happening? That makes sense. Okay, so character control. I'll do all that later. That's all coming later. All that's coming later. This isn't the end goal by any means. I'll tell you the end goal, and that it all comes in Unity. This is prior to all that, and it'll be post all that. So I was just telling Drim Drim. I want to say rim, but with a D. Drims. Drim. I'm gonna have to say it three times before I get it wrong. Anyways, I was telling Drims. So long term, the goal, brother. You see the guy above me that I animated into an idle animation? Basically, the way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna run like 4 or 5 different idle animations. I've made a few of them already, and he'll be sitting. He won't always be standing. There'll be some sitting ones as well, right? And he'll sit on my camera lens, hanging out, looping those different animations through Unity. I'm just gonna chain them and script them, and then if somebody follows, he'll like wave. I don't know if he'll wave, but you get the idea. We'll just say wave, and there'll be a voice line. And then if somebody like were to subscribe using Twitch as the reference here, like subscribe something higher up, he'll stand up and he'll do an animation and stuff like that, depending if it's like your first month subscribing, your 12th month subscribing, just something like that, depending what event is triggered through Streambot. That is the long-term goal. Now, I want other stuff in addition to that. So what we're doing today to test the limits of that is I want to see if it's possible to have this guy that I'm making right now run across the bottom of my screen, which is obviously possible, right? And then he, what's it called? As he passes like the middle, it'll unmask the subscriber's name instead of just saying something generic like thank you, because of course I can do that all in After Effects. I want it to be in real time what the subscriber's name is, but that means I'm gonna have to set that up in OBS so it knows, and that's gonna be difficult for me. Maybe not for other people. That's kind of the goal. So that's kind of where we're at. So I love the match reveal edit. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm trying to see, like before I like get into the depths of like doing the guy above me, because ideally I had a couple ideas for him. Like if I could have him like turn around and like attack the screen, right? And maybe I have like some VX there where it's like starting to like scrape or scratch whatever's behind it, like a VX on a transparent layer, so it's affecting my video. And then when he finishes that, it like cuts, like if he has a sword, like he's cutting or whatever, it's revealing the subscriber's name, like that kind of stuff. But I want to first be like, okay, well, let's see if we can do it simply with a prototype and run it open across the bottom first. I don't know if it's possible. So the reason I just put the white background in it is because my question immediately became, will this look more realistic if I add a shadow below him? You know what I'm saying? Like if I just had a circle blob, I think it will add to that a little bit before I take him out. And that's just one of those funny things I don't think I've done inside After Effects. Not that it's not possible. Like I understand I got to lay it down and stuff like that. I just haven't done it. So give me a second. I'm like, wait a second. You know? So let's just make another. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, come on. About right. Trying to think of where I want it, but I guess it doesn't have to be perfect. I need this to be a 3D object. I'm just trying to. I have no idea. I don't ever use 3D objects in this, so. Ooh, that might work better, actually. You're right. If I invert it and flip them backwards, that might work better. Hello, friend. I hope you're well. I hope you're well, too, Panda. I'm doing very well, brother. I like that idea. Yeah. I think you're right. I think that'll look better because then it, like, matches, right? It's a blob, but it kind of is a form. You know what I'm saying? I like that idea. I do want a white background, though, for this, just so I can, you know, like, see where the heck's going on here. Blah, 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 blah. All right, so we're gonna take this one. I want to invert this. I haven't used After Effects in like 10 months, so give me a minute. You know, you guys ever do that? Like you're like, I haven't done this in a while. So we're gonna flip them both ways. We're gonna pull him down, obviously, for he's not on top of them, and we're gonna have to make him into a black blob. And I'll make him a black blob, then I'll opacity him out. But how do I make him a black blob? I still feel like he shouldn't be down, though. He should be bent up like a 3D object, right? Like, shouldn't I turn him into some kind of... like that? There? Yeah, it'd be this way. And he'd probably be tilted more. Nope. There's no Z-axis in this joint. I want to see that. Nope, too far. Too close to the sun. Like that, essentially. So now it's backwards. I'm gonna have to change the animation. Good question. Yeah, I haven't used... give me a second, boy. I haven't used After Effects in so long. All right. So I need him to... we're gonna... I originally thought... I see what I know one thing I have to fix already, so let's just do that real quick. Transform. I do want him this direction. Unquestionably, I want him that way. But I don't want him... I kind of want him leaning... oh, okay. Relax there, buddy. So pulling's that way. Okay. Something like that, I think, is what I'm looking for. So... yes. I think that looks better. Now, how do we make it black? Ugh, okay. If you were me and you wanted to make this guy black, this would be very easy, but you wouldn't know how to do it. Hold on, we might... there's a cast shadows button. Stand by. Do we just make this 8 times harder than we needed it to be? No. Okay. Just wanted to see if that was going to make my life easier. Tint. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. I knew it was going to be something stupid that I was just not going to know off the top of my head. Okay, now I need him to OPEG. I mean, I'm going to opacity him out, but is he going to be too perfect? Do you think I need to blob him more? Like feather blob? I'm obviously going to turn down the opacity, but like past opacity, I wonder, you know? Oh, yeah. We're cooking, boys. Look at that. I don't know what the scale is. I'm going to have to get rid of this. But for now, we're just going to keep using it. Actually, make sure it doesn't... oh, okay. Actually, we're not going to get rid of that. We're going to slide that boy... we're going to get rid of this one is what we're going to do. No, we're not. We're not going to get rid of that one. We're going to... where do we enter frame at? Maybe we just leave that exactly how it is, huh? Let's... yeah, we're just going to leave that exactly how it is and keep going. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Okay. This part isn't even that important for a prototype, but like this is what happens, boys. This is the problem with being a creative person and you get just lost in the sauce, you know what I'm saying? Stretch and blur, maybe. I don't ever use stretch and blur. Maybe I'll just use a gloss. I don't think I need a stretch and blur, to be totally honest with you. Perfect. I'm actually cool with that for what we're trying to do. We don't got to get too in depth. I think we could probably make it way better, but for now, for what we're doing, I think we're in business. Can you make a video how to export materials for Lens Studio? Everything I export, it exports without materials. Already did that, big dog. Already did that, big dog. So I showed you make a video how to export for Lens Studio. Every time I export, it exports without materials. So Ace, I did make that video. Yeah, Graham's right. So what I did was I don't really explain it in that way. I try to make it for people to understand. I don't really use the term UV map. Not that it's wrong. That's exactly what it is. But I purposely avoid terms. I don't want to confuse people. Yeah, give me a sec, brother. I'll get you a link. Let me stop what I'm... No, I'm just joking. Channel. Bloop. Videos. Textures and materials. What is going on, YouTube? Tonight, hey, I'm wearing the same hoodie. Textures and... Look at that. There you go, buddy. Hope that gets you where you're trying to get to. Side fluff can throw off. Yeah. So I try to, when I make videos, and honestly, I'm not that great at these. Ace, I'll be on for a while if you have more questions, brother. No problem. What I would tell you, just right off the absolute rip, just export as the GLB. Make your life easier. Anyway, yeah, I don't get into a lot of that stuff, Graham, because my goal when I make a material or video or I'm teaching anything, regardless if it's this stuff or if it's like my day job and stuff, is I like very much live by the thought. I'm like, if I can't explain it in a way that a person that's never seen it before can understand, then I don't know it well enough. So that's kind of how I like aim my tutorials. Like, I just gotta cut right through, like, especially for programs like these, as you know, where there's so much and so in depth, and truly I don't know it all. So instead of that, I try to get lost and everything. I just try to cut straight through. Like, I'm not gonna explain to you what rigging or bones. I'm just gonna be like, just grab these few items, you know? It's kind of my thought. So, okay, I'm actually cool with this. So let's get rid of this for now. We're just gonna try using this and see how we feel about it. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. Let's find out. Yes, I want to export this. I am concerned about it being... Oh, it's on here. I am concerned about it exporting correctly. Hold on, stand by. I didn't see how long this was. How long is this? Is it molded right? Yeah. Is it the right length? No, we're done. What? Right there. Oh, right there. 403. Gotcha. Export render queue. Nope. We're not gonna. I was gonna remove that one, but we'll just do this one. It doesn't matter. Oh, 416. Close. We're gonna bump this down to 403. Okay. All this should be fine. This is what I'm worried about. So I went through this the other day, and I don't know, maybe you can help me if I miss it again, but I'm like, in theory, I'm gonna go QuickTime, right? And then I'm gonna come to format options, and I want 444 because I'm gonna make alpha channels, if I'm not mistaken. Then we go plus alpha. But when I did this the other day, it kept coming out with a background, and I was like, why are we doing this? What am I missing? So I gotta make sure I'm doing this right. And if it comes out of the background, we'll look at it in a second. Peon run. I don't know. Just name it peon run for now. Okay. If this one doesn't work, we'll go animation. Same day after from your first video, I try to create my own character, but every time it's exporting my material. Give that a shot, brother. If it doesn't work, if you just give me a screenshot, I'm pretty sure I can tell you in 5 seconds what's gonna not let it export correctly. And if you really can't get it, I also cover how to make a PBR in Lens Studio, which is a material kind. Yeah. So, all right. Let's slide over here. Make another media source. My computer's gonna explode for media sources soon. Well, when we get this done correctly, we won't have a million of them. That was the wrong one. Where did I save this to? I didn't click export, did I? No, render. All right, I'm gonna pee real quick while this. BRB. Fast.
That you
All right, sorry. I let my dogs pee real quick too because I was already standing up. Now I'm low on money, but I will never forget. I will come back. I promise. What do you mean? Low on money for what? You're spending money on something? Don't spend money on things. Don't do that. What is this one? Nothing. All right. Perfect. We're cooking. Let's have a loop for now, because, well, we need it. Where's fit to screen? There it is. So, let's move some stuff out of my way here. Oh, let me give it this real quick. I do this all the time to get a good look at stuff. Let me slide this. Okay, hello. Slide that open, give me this. Okay, so the shadow's working. I do want to do it and make it a little slower, but that's fine. We can deal with that later. I'll probably stretch it out from the 16 frames to something else. Yeah, but I'm cool with that. I like it overall. I think it looks pretty good. I don't think it looks 2D. No, it definitely looks 3D, which, I mean, it is. Reminds me of Warcraft. It's a peon from Warcraft, brother, so it should remind you of Warcraft. Cool. All right. So, now the part I don't understand how to do at all, and that is, how do we get in OBS a name to generate behind it in a masking manner so it doesn't look like bullshit? That's gonna be tough. But don't worry, AI exists. Oh, hey, you don't gotta do that, brother, man. I'm just trying to spread some knowledge, having fun, buddy. Just real quick, Ace, and anyone that's here, don't... This is serious for a second. I do this because I like doing it, man. And if I one day make it a job, that'd be super cool. But if I were to make it a job, I never want it to be this, where I'm like, I'm depending on other people. If I'm gonna make this a job, it's gonna be some kind of system where I'm like making animations for like indie game development for myself, or I'm contracting out and doing other things for other people. But me doing this stuff on stream, don't ever worry about that, man. Outside of here, I work 2 full-time jobs. Like I got a software development job, and I got a job as a full-time fireman. Like I'm not struggling. Just save your money. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Okay. At the right time. If the peon layer is above the name, it will cover it. That's what I thought too. That's not what I thought. That's what I'm thinking. But like, I'm just trying to think the best way to approach it. Yeah, Graham, the reason I got into this world is because of indie game development. Like, that's what I want to do. That's just fun. And maybe I'll do that on stream at some point. I don't know. Kind of new to this. Didn't expect to be here. Prepare the subscriber name, 2 clean options. Recommended. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Ooh, this is an issue. I should look at that. Larger file could be a problem as I get more advanced. I'm not worried about that right now, though. I didn't think about that, the difference in file size. This is what I was wondering right here. Okay. So this is what needs to be inside that. Is that what I'm understanding? Sharp for Unity. I realized I could make more money doing electronics and database with C#. Now I retained my roots. That is funny. So I went to school for like 3D animation and stuff when I was younger, and then I was running out of money in college because America, and I was like, I don't want to go into debt. What job doesn't work a lot but makes enough money? And I was like, firemen work 9 days a month, I'll do that. And I became a fireman, and I just never left, brother. And I love, don't get me wrong, I've loved that career and it's done a lot for me, but I'm in my 30s now, and you know how it is, like as you get older, you're just like, this is cool, but it's not what I love. And I started dating a woman that was in software development and owns her own company, and she's like, why don't you do this? And I was like, well, I don't know. And then she got me like back on track, and ever since then I'm like, I'm going this way. Like, this is cool and I love it and it's done its purpose, but long term we're going this direction. Yeah, fucking flies, bro. All right, so I understand it, excuse me, I'm understanding what it needs. It's saying it needs a what's it called, GDI plus file, which is fine. What the hell am I supposed to put in that file? So that's why I was just looking at it. Set text, OBS set GDI text name. Oh, this. Walk me through trading. Whatever, using you know what AI's maybe really bad about? I just did it. I'll spell something wrong, instead of backing up and correcting it, I'm like, AI's figure out it's smart enough, and I just keep typing, and then I'm like, I get out of that habit. Your fireman side requires more fitness than most, so props. Thanks, brother. Now I say thanks, but I just enjoy fitness. Like, outside of like fireman stuff, like I work out 5-6 times a week. Like, if I'm not lifting weights, I have jiu-jitsu and stuff. Like, that's just a side, totally different side of me. Like, tonight I have jiu-jitsu at 6 p.m. and it's 2. So in 4 hours, I'll be rolling around with other guys. Using exclamation point event command. Inside streamer bot period. I know how to make to put inside, please fingers. There we go. Let's see what we get here. I'm gonna tell you a secret. Instead of using OBS to do the masking and shit, I build HTML graphics dashboard that outputs. Ooh, I didn't think about something like that. An app graphics dashboard that outputs to OBS via an output HTML link you add as a browser source. I didn't think about doing that. I like that quite a bit more. Now, how would I do that in a manner? Let me think about this for a second. Let me think a couple things here. One, dude, it's so good at it. Let me think of one thing real quick. Let me get your opinion on this, because I'm not great at this stuff by any stretch. Could we build that out inside StreamerBot, which I don't know if you know much about StreamerBot. Let me pull it over. But it has its own C# editor. So could we just write it in C# and then it just all fires through this, right? That'd be my first question for you. Second, whatever I make, I would like, similar to those videos, I want to try to make it in a way that is user friendly enough that I can give to other people. So how in depth are we talking? would it be for someone else, right? I'm going to try this first because whatever, I got nothing but time and I like to learn different ways. But yeah. Oh yes, then you would made a Node JavaScript listener that drives the HTML output and the C# passes it, data to Node. Do pull the chat? Yeah, so it pulls everything. So it's essentially like, I don't know much, I mean, Extreme Elements, Streamlabs, all that. It's essentially that, like, on your PC, right? Like, someone just built a standalone that kind of jams it all into one, so you're doing your own thing. So it'll pull everything, right? And whoever built this, they did a pretty good job, and I'm glad they included this script editor. I duct taped it. I mean, that works. But, like, yeah, so, like, if I click chat right there, I'll pull this to you. So, like, it's got all my chats listed together, right? If I'm live anywhere else. Yeah, it does it. Almost everything that live streamers are looking for in one location, essentially. What somebody built. And it's got cool stuff. Like, I haven't played with it too much other than just fooling around with friends. But there's, like, these right here. Like, let's see if it works right now, right? Let's see if it's going to work. Go full cam. That's pretty cool that it has voice commands like that, right? Like, it fires straight into it. So it's a pretty cool program they've built here. And I need to do more with it. But, yeah. I think for anyone that has... Oh, it's so cumbersome. It's got a lot of features that are going to be good for someone like yourself that understands computers and software a little bit more. It also works for your layperson. Don't get me wrong there. But... it's just not that user friendly if you're like, this is kind of the main area, the actions, right? So it's like, this is what you get. Oh, let me change over. So it's like you wanted to create an action, like whatever you want to name it, right? Whatever triggers it and whatever the sub action is. So what is it going to do, right? So good point. I have one named Discord. If I type exclamation Discord, it'll type this message in Twitch chat. Boom, 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 right? So when I go Discord, here, I'll show you how this works. I'll do it on your screen so you can see. It's set. So, I mean, and this is nothing revolutionary. Okay. I understand you understand this, but so I Discord, boom, boom, boom. So it fired it on Kick. I'm not even on Kick, but I have a bot there. Fired it on Twitch, and then it didn't fire it on YouTube because apparently my YouTube's broken, but it should have fired it on YouTube as well. But yeah. Nice semi 3D display and transition between your... Thanks, brother. So I actually didn't make any of that. That is an OBS plugin. I'll show you to you if you want. Nice. No, it's free. That's the craziest part. It's free. StreamerBot is 100% free. This guy just made it and was like, boom. And I was like, whoa, you're doing God's work over here. It's got a lot of potential. I'm still new to it. I just downloaded it like 7 days ago. So I'm just scratching the surface. But there's a lot going on in there for somebody. Yeah. I'll check that out. Thanks for the... Yeah, it's got WebSocket, all that kind of stuff. You know, it's ready to fire. Yeah. And then as for what you're talking about, these, that right there, well, I guess that one doesn't much matter. I have them set up, so I'm trying to find one that I can show you. Yeah, how it doesn't like make them disappear. This is probably the best one I have right now. This is all just an OBS plugin. Few OBS plugins. So like so I'm running a clone. I'm running a clone plugin to clone my actual camera, which is right here, all right? So I'm cloning my camera, right? So that way I can edit this clone without ruining it on all of them. And like advanced mask, this just makes it so you don't have to go to Photoshop or anything. It just allows you to crop inside here, like how much you want. I don't want to mess it up, but whatever. You can uniform or you can, you know, do them individual, but I keep mine on uniform. And I'm at 225, so like I can make it, you know what I'm saying? And then like the stroke, I have padding on the stroke for that way it doesn't freaking twist. But yeah, any of that stuff I didn't make, I can just give it to you if you want. I mean, I can give you anything I made too. I'm not over here making money or anything. But yeah, anyway, okay, so back to what I was trying to do. I like your idea of the HTML. I might actually end up doing it that way. I want to try this way first. But I think long term, you are correct. It just makes more sense to run it to a JavaScript. Okay. Plays a fake screen appears behind him. No real Twitch events required. To do this. Oh, is this gonna run a script? Just said name it exactly. We'll find out. We'll find out. Let's make this real quick. I'll see what it gives me. See what it gives me, huh? Set any placeholder text like test name. I need a text file. Hold on. I don't know if this one matters or not, but we're gonna name it the same thing for I don't run into any issues. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Let me pop that back open. I'm a forehead. Ta-da! You can outline it? That's kind of nice. Let's do this. Let's just make it a little nicer for using some crazy not that's a I don't like that it has some weird whatever. We're not gonna outline it. I'll do that in something else. Okay. Set it however you want. Font color, blah blah. Worry about that after. Position it where the runner will pass. Leave it visible for now. Probably about right there. Sure. I'm right there. That way it's under his body a little bit more. Okay. Once I already have the source, StringerBot only controls it. Yes, add your running animation. Yes, we've already done that. Yeah, I don't want it on a loop. I'll have to change. Actually, I'll change that now. I don't want it looping, then I'll forget to unloop it, and we'll be in a situation. Okay. Really, he wants me to group them, huh? Okay, whatever. I'm not sure why that would matter for this, but we'll do it. I don't know if it's gonna give me something that's gonna fire off this group name, so I'm just gonna play ball for now. Now we're in the event. Yeah, I know how to do all that. This is not the part I'm lost in. Open the action tied to event. Add these actions in order. I'm not sure it's gonna work, but we're gonna go through it anyway. Problem is I created the model with Tripo, and it doesn't export with textures, only the raw model. I've never used Tripo in my life. I don't even know what that is. Oh, this. What do you mean? It won't give you the textures? You can't just... Why won't it give you the texture? I'm assuming you have to pay for it, of course, but like... You're in normal mode? No, you're probably in render mode. Oh, there we go. What is it here? Wireframe is only available for models over... Okay, whatever. I have no idea how to turn the render back on. My own like Nez, but I might thoroughly stick with the Teddy I made, and I'm gonna use the Lens Studio. Your video, thank you. Of course, if you there's We can go over anything you want. I'm not the best at it, but like, you know, we can go over anything you want. I'm just checking this for you real quick. So how come you can't come in here and just go FPX? I'm not paying for it, so yeah, you'll have to let me know. I've never seen Triple either. I've seen Meshy 3D or Meshy AI, whatever it gets called, but I've never seen Triple. Okay, all right. Let me not mess this up by talking too much. Let me actually pay attention. Event, and we want this to be a trigger. Command trigger event. Create. Event. Event. Okay. Okay, and what do we want this event to do? Add OBS. I don't remember what the other part was. Son of a biscuit eater. Set. Okay. Set active scene? No. Okay. Feeling exactly like this. Where did it go? Where did it go? I need to see this. We're doing it on another monitor. Connection. Yeah, default OBS. Okay. I don't know why it says Russ. Add sub action. Okay. Show the group alert. Add a sub action again. Okay. I've never done this, so. Set source visibility. Set source visibility state. Connection. OBS. Source. It's going to be on my main screen. Oh, scene is the main screen, right? Yes. Source is going to be the alert. Visible is not an option, so. Toggle. But that's not quite what we're looking for. Okay. We'll just leave it there for now. It's not disappearing, which is a totally different issue. I'm running a dual laptop setup. Checking out is running OBS. I don't. Doesn't feel very intense. I haven't really looked into it, but I didn't notice anything either, you know. And I'm running. I mean, I have it on right now, right? And you see me with Blender and After Effects rendering out, and it was fine the whole time. So, with that said, I do have 5950 X3D, so. Ace, I'm sure you can render out with materials from those websites. With that said, I don't know if you've ever used one of those sites before, but you're probably gonna have to edit that thing in Blender. It's usually not quite as simple as plug and play. You're gonna have to put some work in on the other side. All right. This is, I don't have no idea what I'm doing here. Okay, we're gonna set a media state now. Wait for the animation. Okay, okay. Oh, this may actually be more possible than I thought. Wait for animation. Core delay. We might be cooking after more than I thought we're gonna be cooking. Stand by. Can't find delay. Core delay. It exists. All right, found it. Adjust to match your animation length. Sheesh. All right, hold on. So let's say this is the length of the screen, right? Is that where we're at right here? Okay, so we're having to come up directly in the center. We're just gonna try to guess on this one real quick. Which is what, 4 seconds? So let's go 2 seconds in. 2000 ms sounds great. That's not gonna be perfect, but we'll get an idea. Okay. Ace, this is incredibly hard to make. Don't discourage yourself. You know how hard 3D modeling is? There's whole careers built around it, my man. All right, hide the alert, add stop action. Jesus, another one. OBS, set source. Oops. Where did that go? OBS, set source. What is it? Set source visibility. Oops. Sorry, I would do it on that screen, but it was causing being weird, so. Connection, OBS, still main monitor. False has got to be hidden. It's got to be. I don't know how else it would be. Okay. Test it. Go live and start type. All right, let's see what happens. You should see run animation test event appear behind him. Everything appears clearly. If nothing happens every time, 9% of its source name mismatch, name wrong group, not connected to streamer bot. Make it dynamic. Next step, test event. Okay. There's I don't know. I'm gonna know about this. We're gonna find out. So disappear 2 seconds in. It appeared right away, disappear 2 seconds in. Right? That's what happened? I just want to make sure. Okay. It's broken. I haven't looked. It should. It's got to. It's got to. But I just haven't looked for it. Now you'd be curious. I'll say there's, yeah, they got so much stuff in, yeah, right there, API reference. Yeah, whoever made this, he really went the extra mile. He was like, you know what? Here's the API. It's all free. Here's an in-system C# editor. I was like, this guy. Say it ain't so. Very cool of him to do. All right, so let me actually look at what we got going on now that I followed this. So, subname test, we're doing that. So that one is firing correctly. It just stays here forever now, okay? This is the one I think that's pulling it off, or is it this one? If you enter a variable in either field number, the number will be milliseconds. So I had it at 2, but it was disappearing. Let me see something. I just want to see if that is the cause or not. So that was what was causing it to disappear. Okay, so this doesn't work the way OBS or ChatGPT thinks it does. And all free? What? Yeah, I know. That's why I like when I looked at it, I was like, "Whoa, this is the real deal," you know? I was like, this is crazy. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. If only I knew this program. So, hold on. Oh, I think TTS is cool. I have not played with it at all. I don't even know how guys do it. I mean, I'm sure there's programs for it, but like, I haven't really looked at any of that yet. I need to. So I think the issue is this delay and all this. This is all pushing this entire group it had me make. But hold on. I don't want it to time out the guy running. I just wanted to. Sub name test. Okay. Event test. Yes, that's what I want to pop up. So I'm going to keep spamming you with the word event for a little bit. Oh, that broke it. Okay. I want to see what broke it. Hold on. That's not what broke it. Was it this that broke it? Yes. Okay, so he runs across. He's stopping too early because of this. But he won't run across when I have it on runner alert, right? No. Okay. That's weird, but you know, we're here for it. I don't necessarily need things to... Okay, so now when I type it, he's running across. There's nothing behind him. I think I'm gonna have to do this in HTML. I don't think this is gonna work like this. I wonder how I can do it inside a streamer bot like that you were saying. So what if we... Let's try something different. I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing, Graham. Beforehand, though, I want to try something different. We're gonna do this. Event 2. I don't know if this is possible or not, but we're gonna go like this. We're gonna add a trigger. Command trigger. I want event to fire on this one as well. Okay. So that should fire both these now. This one. Can I copy this action? Duplicate sub action, copy sub action. Paste sub action. Okay. Let me ungroup these real quick. No, let's do one thing at a time. I don't want a delay. Okay, let's delete the delay. So now if I click event, it should just be the guy running across my screen, right? Okay. Cool. Now, if we go to event 2, I want this to appear after 2 seconds. So let's look at delay again. OBS. Hello. Where we need to see what we can do with the streamer bar API. Yeah, I'm very curious. How did I have delay a second ago? Oh, it's a core. That's what it is, delay. Does it order matter here? I feel like order's gotta matter here. Come on, pop up. Okay. Why isn't this firing at all now? Let's find out. Hold on, let me think. What do you do? You make the whole group visible. What do you do? I don't think I need a group. Let's just pull these out of the group real quick. I'm gonna delete this group. Yes. My network communicates with OBS via its own API and it comms with Dash via its API. I do not know about stream. I did not know about streamer bot. Like how that instead of an API for each platform. Yeah, dude. I think you're gonna enjoy it. I don't think it'll overwhelm you at all. I think you're gonna enjoy it. As someone with a little bit more knowledge in software, I think you'll like it a lot. Let's go OBS, source visibility. What is this called? It is called... Oh wait, I don't want this. Hold on. That is what I want, right? Let's double check this. Hold on. OBS, sources, set source. That is a text GI. Okay. It's going to be on main screen. It's going to be OBS, main screen. That's because I'm on the wrong one. Main screen. Yes. Do I need to add the text here? Let's just see if it matters between the two. Okay, so that's what that's doing. Yes, so now nothing should have changed. It should all be the same. Okay. Why don't you create a public application that does all this automatically for a fee, of course? What do you mean? Learn is always evolving. Yeah, dude, it's always evolving. What do you mean? A public application that does this automatically. What I'm trying to do right now? StreamerBot is free. And it looks like it has the capability, but I gotta learn how to use the program, you know? In theory, that should make it visible, right? Okay. Cooking. We're cooking, boys. Cooking. Now it comes down to timing. And again, it needs to be hidden on the other end. Apparently, it's just hanging out here forever now. Your name just, the word Apple just lives on my screen. But it does appear that it doesn't matter what... Oh, it changed it. Okay, so what I wrote here... changes the sub file? Maybe. Let's run an event. Let's see what happens. I think that changed. Now let me look at that file again. Yeah, it changes it. Okay. It's good to know. Which makes sense, because that would be the event triggering. Okay. Event was triggered correctly. Animation. Okay, so it's all working. I need another delay. I think I want to add a second delay to see if this will go away after like 4 seconds or something like that, you know? Maybe that. I don't know. Let's try this first. Let's do 4,000 at the bottom. Okay. Well, I need a different name because we're never going to know because the name's the same and it was just there. Who knows if it reappeared, right? But it's not disappearing, so that's not ideal. Test 1. Wait. This might be user error. Stand by. Let me see something. Is that going to fire it on? Yeah, I might just be not the brightest bulb. Hold on. Okay, so essentially StreamerBot is overriding my OBS in the sense that like I had this turned off just now and it fired it on, but it's staying on. So now how do we get it to turn off? You know what I'm saying? Also, I wrote test 1 in here and it overrode it here with this. That's good to know. So this one overrides that one. We're gonna try all 3 of these. Hidden toggle, we'll do it all, you know? Okay, well, it's not ideal. Well, let's try it again now that it's off. Okay. Shit. Try toggle. Perhaps a disable layer command from StreamBot on animations will be more elegant. I don't know. Perhaps you're right. I'm not totally sure. Test. Okay. Hey, what's going on, KK? Thanks. How are you, brother? This lives on my screen again. Okay, so we can get it to fire on. We can't get it to turn off. Oops, that's not what I wanted. We'll change this back to like 1800, right? Let's just see if we can get it around 1800. You can set up transition types for when a layer is turned on or off. Inside here? Where? Is it just turn off? Can I just go in here and turn off layer? Let's go OBS. Right click the layer on the scene. Just gotta work tomorrow's my last before my 2-week break. Count went decent yesterday. She agreed to everything. Oh, good, brother. See? I mean, it's stressful, but you're gonna make it through, man. I've been there. Oh, this right here? I don't see it. But wouldn't that be... I've never tried using this before. So I would want to hide it. Let's move it above. I don't care. Let's try 3,000. Just above it so that way we know if it's working or not. So now it delays. It starts at 1800. It's going to stay on the screen. How do I toggle it back off is going to come the question. Maybe this invisible will do it automatically. I wonder if now that it's on visible, it won't override anymore. It's hard to tell because I left that on my screen again. No. So, oh, that is not what I thought I did. Okay, stand by. I don't want it to fade out over the course of 3 seconds. That is showing how fast it comes in, is what that is. But I need this toggle to fire, essentially. If I leave it like this, like if I do this and then I tap event, watch this. So when I do it like this, that toggle will turn on. Boom, it'll turn it on. It'll override it, right? How do I turn it back off? Oh yeah, I'll definitely make it look nicer, but for now I need to figure out how to turn this to go like this again. Can run toggle again. Yeah, maybe. Let's find out. Let's just duplicate this one. Hidden, right? And then if we put it, let's try this, and then we're gonna duplicate this as well. Hold on, stand by. We might be cooking, boys. Let's slap this in between these two. Let's bump this up to 4,000, 4 seconds, right? Let's change the name so we can actually tell. Probably something longer than the thing one, so we don't know it. Graham, sound good? Let's do it. So now, let's just say that's off. We type in event. You're a fucking genius, gnome. Oh! All right. We're cooking, boys. We're getting there. Okay, so it works. Looks like shit. We got to do the fun part now, right? Okay, so timing. Now let's just fix timing real quick if we can, huh? If it was gonna, I want to see. What do you think that is? Now let's try 19. Let's see how close 19 is. It's probably like 1950 if I had to guess. Ooh, it's past that. It is 2. Okay. So my concern is now, and this part might not be possible. Actually, I think it is going to be possible. I just got to look at how to do it. Two might be too slow, actually. You think that's what it's going to be? For running directly? Let's try it out. I don't want it to... I'll show you what I'm looking for. I think this is going to be too far out. But you could be right. It's too far. Close, but it's still a little too far. By the way, if you guys want this peon, you can just tell me. I made him... I mean, I didn't make the peon myself. I pulled the model because it's proprietary, obviously. But, like, the animation I made myself. So I have it on my computer. Okay, so what I'm looking for, here's our next step, okay? I don't want, let me just bring it up. I don't want this guy, okay, that's fine. We'll just leave you where you're at. I don't want that just to appear as he runs, right? I want it to come out the back of him and the name starts appearing as he runs by, right? Like a mask, right? So how can we run a mask? I was thinking, if we can we maybe go in Photoshop, run an alpha mask, and just place it so it runs directly in front of him the entire time. So that way, even though it's there, it wouldn't look like it is until you're out the back. I've never, it's important to note. Nice, that's some dude, it took me like, it wasn't fun. I made it last night. It wasn't the most fun I've had. So an alpha video mask. So I don't ever mask in OBS. So I'm wondering, and does it even need to be a video? I guess it does need to be a video, yeah. But do I just put it on the same video as my guy and it's just in front of him? You know what I'm saying? A quick question: when I open the script in online studio, doesn't it open script editor? It opens text editor, and I can paste anything into it. And I can paste anything into it. I've been trying to figure it out and just can't. Help, please. So Dan, you're like the 5th person to say this to me, and I've never experienced it, so I'm not sure the solution. But somebody did tell me they just pasted it in a notepad and then used notepad and pulled it over, and it worked fine. So I would try that. I don't know if that was true or not. I've just never had that issue before. I can't even replicate it. I've tried. Double click and open in the project area, not the scene. That was a weird. That was also weirding me out. Well, there you go. Double click it in the project area, not the scene. All right, maybe that'll work too. So, yeah, I guess if we put, let's bring this guy back up. Give me a background. Okay, so thank you very much. My thought was, so an alpha mask is just black, right? That's all we need is a black thing right here, right? Just like, it didn't even have much in front of them. As long as we have it timed close, it'll look like it's coming from behind. Although if we have a long name, it could be an issue. What do you think? Do you think that'll work, or is that no way that's going to work? Because I would just make it the entire distance in front of them, but what is it going to mask out, right? I want it to mask out the name. I don't want it to mask out my actual video. So that could be a tough... I don't know how to do this. I've never done this before. Black is the one that masks out though, right? Before I just messed up and it's supposed to be white. I guess I get to switch it if it needs to be white. We're all learning the it's awesome at tracking janky when some other things, the animation controllers and UI for trips. It can be a little janky. It can definitely be janky for sure. For sure. Trying to think how big this needs to be. You know, like I don't think it needs to be quite this big. I wanted to have some distance though, because if we have a long name, I don't want it to mess up. I think this is all I need, right? Is this gonna work? I have no idea. We're gonna find out though. Position. Can't have that. I can't have that getting clipped off. But like if it's underneath him, it won't be. I wonder if that'll work. Yeah, I don't know. was hoping somebody would be like, yeah, dude, this is how you mask, nobody has to do it all the time. I'm like, oh, cool, perfect. Does not seem the situation I'm getting. Quick time, 444, alpha channels, boom, 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 boom. Okie dokie. What was it, 03? I think it was 03 if I remember correctly. It's called with mask. Save, render. Gotta try and find out. I've seen the video with the black bar underneath and with the animation underneath the screen, avoiding the webcam video. Yeah, my big concern with doing this is what is it going to mask out, right? I want to isolate it, and I'm scared it's going to mask out too much stuff. So, we'll see. We'll see. We have concerns. You know? Okay, so I can loop it at this point. I don't care if it's just stuck on the screen. Well, that's immediately a problem. Might help if I turn the background layer off, huh? Actually, is it? It may not be, because we're going to mask anyways. Hold on. I feel my girlfriend may be home. I feel we may have company. What I'm doing. What notepad thing? Oh, putting it in a notepad first? Yeah, somebody told me that, and I was like, oh, I don't know. Let's see if it works. Well, boys, I've accomplished one thing, and that is that I need to Google this. Clicking on buttons randomly, hoping for the best. Not the solution. All right, give me 1 minute, all right? Sorry about that. I had to be polite. You know. All right. But the true mask ruling should call that. No. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. All right, back to this masking. Back to masking. What can we get done here, boys? Let's talk about this. And we even tried to make the text look good, but I think that'll be easy. Okay, with the white revealing and the black hiding. I feel like that's a lie at this moment. White, black hiding. No. Oops, let's go, is there any other masks seem to happen here that I don't know about? There's also trying to options. That is true. That's a good workaround if we fade it in or whatever. But it still wouldn't be horizontal, you know? Maybe it needs to be two animations. Both have transparent background. First animation is transparent background with text. I'm trying to, my brain, I can't understand what you're saying, Cal, and I'm trying to. Maybe it needs to be two animations. First off, I'm gonna turn this off because it just distracted me. All right. Both have transparent backgrounds. One animation is transparent background with text. Yeah. So the issue is going to be the text is happening inside OBS because it shows a person's name. If I move the text into like something like a video file, it's going to be, you know, predetermined. That's like thank you or something. Broccoli. Spent a lot of days doing that in my life. Let's try rendering this out without the big ass white thing first. Let's try there, huh? Export render queue. To populate pre-place and wait, has a hidden meta layer, metadata layer. Imagine you could use that to populate pre-place animated. Okay. I did not know it had that, to be honest with you. That's good to know. What's happening? What is happening in my life? There we go. Quick time, where you at? Good there. On alpha channels here. We don't need to be 16. Was it 3? It is today. Okay. Mask. Just name this one just Mask. Let's just keep naming them similar but different and see how far we get, huh? All right. Now, where? I'm going to question that. I'm just going to keep moving. I do think this could work. I think I need a, if we are going to do this, though, if we figure it to work, the next stage is this needs to be pulled behind him right here, the edge of the black. That way it shoots out behind him. I wish I knew what was wrong with it, but I just don't ever use masks in this. The best of it. Broccoli, this is not about beyond you, brother. So I'll tell you the goal here, Broccoli. Let me all right, ignore, I'll just show you with it. Ignore the giant black. All right. Just act like that doesn't exist for a second. So, let me tell you the long-term goal. Long-term goal was, I think I talked about it before. See the peon above me? I've been adding. I spent my night editing him. So like that's one of the idle animations I have. I just threw him up there, right? I made 3 so far. And then I'm gonna make one where he's sitting and do some other ones, right? So my whole point is I'm gonna move him. We haven't done any of this yet, but long term, he'll go into Unity. All those animations will come in with him, and then he'll hang out on stream, and it'll loop through the different idle animations, sitting, standing, just hanging out, right? And then when something happens, I get a follower on Twitch or a sub on YouTube, he'll, I don't know, he'll wave, stand up. I haven't decided yet. He'll do something, right, as an engagement from that event firing, and the script being like that fire, which means we pull this specific animation now, and we do that, right? Cool. That's kind of the goal there. And then if it's like a sub or like a member, it's going to do something even more, right? I don't know what that's going to be. Ideally, I would like to figure out masking, so that way he could turn around and like on a transparent layer, like in a VFX, hit the screen behind me, like above me, like he's hitting my screen, cracking it and scratching it and revealing somebody's name. That's the long-term goal. So short-term, I was like, okay, before we spend all that time on animations, let's make sure it's possible to have a name reveal based on a mask and the character. So what we were able to do at this point to test it was create this. Let's see if this works. We type event, and ignore the black. This guy runs across, and the name pops up. So the thought is I want it so we know the mask can work, that the name appears as he runs by behind him. So my thought was if we could get... No, that's what I wanted. I'm sorry. I want this one. If we could get it to loop, or if we could get this to be a mask right here on him, it would look like it's coming out from behind him. And then, in theory, we have all the elements jammed together for the long-term goal. Hopefully that wasn't too much for you guys. All right. So maybe you can chroma key out the alert. Oh, you might be cooking with that idea, my friend. You could be cooking. Didn't even think about that. Black's probably not the best choice, but it's what we got right now. You know what I'm saying? Well, how would this work? Because this is just gonna get rid of the black layer. It's not gonna get rid of. It's not gonna reveal anything, right? It's just gonna make the black disappear. Yeah. Also, very odd. I got rid of the other guy, but it's neither here nor there. Very weird. It's getting rid of the peon as well. All right, chat GPT, don't fail me now. Point me in the right direction. I have the name appearing and the peon running across. All steps working. Now, how do I make it so the name appears behind the peon running, almost revealing the name? Just without ruining the video feed. Without ruining... Let's just start here. I don't want to confuse it too much. Key color. Redo the background of black. Blue. Okay. I will. But before I guess, Cal, my question is this. Let's just say I do that. Let's just say I make it blue and I key it out. This is on a different layer. It's not gonna fix this, right? It's just going to key out that layer. So I just want to make sure I'm understanding you right. Peon sits in front and then reveals as it runs through. We can't do it true 3D depth, but we can fake this cleanly or reliably. There are two correct approaches. One is fast, one is perfect. This works if you just want your peon to cleanly pass in front of the name. It's not revealed in it. Yeah, I don't care about this. We're doing that already. You mask the text, not the peon. The name is hidden. The mask moves across the name. The mask is timed to the peon's position. You do not need real-time tracking. Method A, After Effects, best result. This is a clean method. In After Effects, import your runner animation. Duplicate the layer. On the duplicated layer, fill it solid white. Blur slightly. Animate the white shape slightly behind the peon. Hold on a second. My peanut brain feels like I should understand what it just said to me, and it didn't. All right, locking back in. Here we go. On the duplicated area, fill it in solid white, but slightly blurry. Animate the white shape slightly behind the peon. Use this as an alpha matte for the text. I'm very confused what it means here. Duplicate on a solid, fill it solid white, blur slightly. So it just wants, I guess I'm confused because it's like solid white, blur slightly, animate the white shape slightly. All right, let me try this out. We're gonna try to figure this out. Any idea what means? Yeah, I'm not really sure what it's asking me to do, but we're gonna go ahead and delete this layer, delete this layer. These two we both need. Okay, so that is gonna be our shadow. We'll turn off the shadow for now because it's just a white thing. I'll try to decipher what this is saying. You know what? We're not even going to try to decide. We're going to do this. Copy. You said more clearly? Fuck it. We'll just send it. Totally fair. The earlier explanation assumed you already see the composition trick. So let's slow down and make it mechanical. So you do each blah, blah, blah. You mask the text. Okay, yes, I understand that. Dan, I don't see anything. You said what this means, but I don't see anything else. Yes, this is what I'm looking for. The window follows behind the peon. The peon itself is just a drawn on top of everything. Okay, I'm totally cool with all that. Creating a reveal mask step by step. Yes, yes, yes. Put bar all the way across the screen. Duplicate layer with no bar on the screen. I may do something ghetto depending where we end up. Creating the rest. You already have a transparent peon running on the screen. Yes, we're going to create a second video that is just a white silhouette blob moves the same way slightly behind the peon. but it's still going to be shown in front. That makes no sense, because the text will still show up in front of it. Duplicate the peon layer. Select the peon layer, press Control D, duplicate layer 1, duplicate. Turn the duplicate layer into a white reveal shape. Do one of these. Simple as first. Simple method. Effect, color correction, tint. Yes, 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 yes. Hold on. The white peon won't stop the text from showing in front of him. Hi, what's going on? If you want to go full, I read that. This is a tough one, boys. Good. That's exactly what's wrong, and it's a really common but subtle misunderstanding. Short answer important. The white reveal mask alone cannot stop from appearing in front of the peon. It only controls where the text appears, not where it is blocked. Yeah, that's what. Yes, I understand that. To get true behind the peon occlusion, you need two controllers. A reveal mask shows it progressively. Yes, that's what I want. Occlusion. I don't care about this. I want this layer right now. So your white peon mat reveals the text, but OBS still happily draws the text through the peon unless something explicitly hides it. To hide it, we need a second mask that cuts the text out for where the peon is. This is called a hideout mat. Right, the correct solution. Broadcast style. You'll use two side mats. I don't really care about this one. No, I don't care about it. Occlusion mat. A white still exactly position where the peanut is transparent. This isn't answering the question. It's just doing the same thing. Name appears gradually. All right, let's look at filter 1. This doesn't make any sense because it's not going to appear gradually by doing this. I got to be missing something. Hold on. Shows the text progressively. Does not mean what should be in front of it. So your white peon mat reveals the text, but OBS will still draw the text through the peon unless something explicitly hides it. To hide it, we use a second mask that cuts. I'm very confused right now, fellas. This is what we're gonna do. Let me go. I just come across, my man. I'm gonna try this approach because it could very well be telling me and I'm just not understanding. But we're gonna try another approach real quick and see what's up. You can see the text and peon at the bottom. I want to mask out the text until text source filters. Stand by. I ain't got that. Image. Where do I get that at? Is it an add-on or am I just in the wrong area? This is the text source. These are the filters I have. Oh wait, I'm special. But this isn't gonna. What's up with your bug, buddy? Go ahead and tell me. I mean, if we do this, right? Like, let's do 500 maybe. Yeah. I can't. This is just a forever thing, you know? There might be a plugin for OBS. I'll have to look at it. Dying. It's clearly on top. She's already visible before the banner reaches it. This tells me the reveal mask is working. The occlusion mask is either missing, inverted, or applied incorrectly. Right now, it's basically doing show texture mask is white. There is no mask. On the text source, not the peon. Okay. Hang on. I want to see if I understand what's happening here. So we'll keep this one turned off. We're going to duplicate this. We're not going to duplicate this. There we go. All right. We're going to duplicate this right here. Give me tint. We're going to throw a tint on you. Come out here so I can see you. Okay, so if we have this, right? Well, let me think. It doesn't matter if he's white. Okay. Disregard all this. What if he has a white mask behind him so it reveals behind him? Which gives more options, such as toggling source revealability in OBS and timing it with separate animations for a name appear. I'm gonna have to look into that. Oh man. Under effects, image mask, blend set, select alpha mask. Okay, I think we got an idea, boys. So, say right there. It's probably the frame we need. That's not what we want to see. M. I don't know what I have it set to right now. I was trying to put a marker in, but I don't know what I have my marker set to. So let's just go ahead and delete that again. All right. All right. Let's go. Little something like that. Yeah. What? All right. Oh, I didn't mean to put this mask here, but I do want that. It doesn't matter. Let's just delete it. Okay. About there is where I want you. Okay, so come on out. Oh, I have that on the wrong layer because I clicked on. Stand by, let me delete that. Okay. Come down here, delete this mask. All right. Falling apart, boys. I'm falling apart. Right about there. Is that right? You're fine. You don't gotta apologize. I'm just so confused. My brain can't process things. The ones above me? Yeah, they're looped. They're just looped above me right now. You guys are totally fine. You're not bugging me at all. I'm just confused, you know? The fuck? Something like that. I think. It's all right. Oh, look at that. He jumps up. Try to catch me slipping. Ho, ho, ho. All right. So in theory, you're not even gonna be on the. I don't care where you are. Just back here somewhere. Thank you. So it's boom, and then. Run around a space here. I want this whole thing to be white so the name can last past his animation, essentially, right? It's just to get OBS to layer that way as intended. I know. So my thought is, first off, this is running faster because I changed the times on it. So hang on now. Hold on, we got other problems. Relax, buddy. Just keep hanging out right about there for me. No one will ever notice that. Okay. Creates depth. I do like the drop shadow. I do. I have it off right now. It's right here. I'm glad you said that so I can turn it back on before we get any further. Oh, no, for this. Okay. Cool. So in theory... You slut right there. Let me delete this one. It's just falling off a little bit at the end there, and it's going to bug me if I don't correct it now that I noticed it. I think that's fine, because the end of this match shouldn't matter, because, well, that's the end of the screen, right? So in theory... We're good, right? In theory? If that doesn't work, I'm gonna have to reset totally and really just try a different approach. Not like totally, let's not get crazy. We're almost there, but you know it is. Sometimes you gotta take a second. Render. Rather than a calling it. Yeah. So the black should all be what is masked, right? And then it'll show. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. All right. Big black thing coming on the screen. Very good. Okay. Filters. I never realized, like, I just didn't even click up here. I'm just making sure I didn't miss something stupid. Depending on program. Okay. What did you say? Effects, image mask. What do you want to do? Image mask, type alpha mask, alpha channels. So maybe that's the problem. Hold on a second. It's looking for a still, right? That's a problem. I just want to see what this is going to do. There's a I know this is possible. It's just how is it possible, you know? I tried to just give it a random image, see what it would do. Okay. So that's how it's intended to work. I think the issue is that is for images, right? Not for videos. Because it works fine on a video or on an image. You can see the image behind it and it's just firing in. And I can't set my stuff behind it. It won't allow me to because they're video files. Not even an option to click a video file. Most unfortunate. Still, so you know that you will need to animate the position. We got some overlay rendering here. Yeah, so the mask works. Let's hear it. You'll need to animate the position of the still mask in OBS. Well, I guess, but that won't work because it's just gonna open up whatever that still is, right? And I don't. There would be nothing back there. You're saying make the whole thing. I'm just trying to think of how I can make this work. Also, can we talk about why I can see it? Can we talk about that? Probably because it's an alpha channel, maybe. Yeah, why can't you see it? Huh. Oh, that could be. Hold on, let me think. What if we do? It needs to be in, that won't work because it needs to be added in there. Okay, let me delete this real quick. Can it animate on an X position like you did in the beginning? What do you mean? Animate on X position. My thought is, and maybe I'm wrong, I'm like, you let me know if I am. If I put, this is revealing off of white. If I make this exact image as a still, but with black right here, it should show my screen and this guy would push through and reveal. I don't know if that would work. Kind of flip it, essentially. I don't think that'll work. Before we get any deeper, let me just check one thing right now. OBS plugin video mask. I actually own this. I might already own what we need. I might be stupid. Stand by. Oh, let me switch this to a regular one. Okay, we're back to running normal. Inverted use makes sense. That's what I was thinking, and I don't know if that'll work though or not. Hell's an adjustment mask? I wish I knew more about masks in these programs. Scene view transformation. We could get to push with them, that'd be good, but I don't know if that's possible. That are considering how awesome the app is, but it is free after all. That is true. I'm trying to think. So, like, is there a way to get this to fire? If I could just get this to fire like this, behind them, and just time them, we're in business. All right. All right. Hang with me for a second. This might not get me anywhere, but it's an idea. There's no way to move this unless I pull on that. Okay, so I watch a talking source in OBS and timing it with separate animations so names appear. I feel like there's got to be. What does frame check do? Let's open it. $12.41. Here we go. I'm not sure this is gonna work, but can we do something like, what the heck is this called? This add-on has got a name. Advanced Mask something. Advanced Mask, that's it, okay. All right. I'm trying to think if I can have a script that would have run this, but would I put the script in, right? Like, can I just have a script written in here that'll slide that slider, right? When an event comes, base just slides the slider, right? Wouldn't that work? In theory, right? I just have like a C# script for StreamerBot that'll slide my slider, because this StreamerBot, I'm trying to find it. Servers and clients. Yeah, I already have. It's already hooked in. I already have this hooked into my OBS. So in theory, StreamerBot should be able to control it as long as I just generate a C# script to move it. Or is that totally off base? Write me a C# script for StreamerBot that will move screen view transformation. What was it? X? What was I at though? It's just called position X. X from 1241 to what? I don't mind it fading out. We just need to get it in the scene in a fancy way, right? To 414. Write me an OBS. Write me a script for C#. Write me a script. Should be C# script, not script for C#. For StreamerBot that will move scene view transformation. That will move OBS. Plug in. Scene transition extra 2 vertical. I don't know if this is possible. Also, I know there's a script editor in StreamerBot. I have no idea where it is. Import. That looks promising. That looks like it would do, but just is there something else? There's got to be another way to do this that I'm just not thinking of. Oh, okay, that works too. Wait, this is a scene that has your advanced mask filter on it, likely your text source. Change, yeah, and say that's not, I gotta need the names. I'll just change it to sub name. All right. This might work. Seems like a long walk for a short drink of water. But we're here. Okay, so we have... I don't want to mess that one up. Actually, I'm probably going to have to mess it up, huh? That's fine. Let's just delete this then. I just don't want to forget which ones I had. These I had. Let's make a screenshot of it real quick. That way I don't forget them. Okay. So we're going to have... Did it have system and everything at the top of it? Okay, it did. Let's make sure we're not missing something stupid. Sub name, change your tech. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't even know the name of it. Filter name is advanced mask. I believe that is correct already. Okay. This doesn't fix my original problem of my original idea why I wanted them to like cut at the screen, because I would still need to be able to mask out. Then I guess I could do that all pre-rendered and then have this come through. That makes sense. Never mind. We're still cooking. I've never really put a script into this, so give me a second to try to figure out what the heck it wants me to do. Where did it go? Where did it go? Compile. Does not contain definition. What do we got here? OBS get source filter settings. Does not contain a definition of OBS get filter settings, has no accessible extension method. Accepting a first argument of type blah blah could not be rare. You are missing one or what is the source name? That's all it wants, right? Oh no, so I filled them in up here. Okay. Yeah, that makes way more sense. The argument's getting passed in. Okay, I haven't wrote in C# in a long time. Does it matter these are private? Do I have to make these public for this to see it? No, because it's all in one script, right? It shouldn't matter. That shouldn't matter. I don't think it should matter, at least. Guess we'll find out. Ooh, that's not ideal. It shouldn't matter for that, so I guess I'm a little confused. We'll find out here in a second. We'll find out. We'll find out. Yes, I dare have Major does not. Actions to control a filter on. The work right now solution on shape overhead. You can animate X with a loop of small steps using only built-in actions. You can? That's pretty insane. Wait, what? In your events actions, add OBS filter. In your event actions, I can add. Not really. Let me make this small. You can get smaller too if I can read you at the same time. Okay, if I can read you at the same time, let's put this there, bring this over here. Not this over here, this over here. Okay, so we're gonna go in your event action, add OBS set filter settings advanced in a sub action. Yes, it's gotta be a sub. I just want to see this exists. Set state of a random filter. I don't want it to be random. Set scene state or scene filter state. What? Oh, scene as this, source is this is very ghetto. Repeat those lines 30 to 60 times. Get the fuck out of my face. What? I'm not sure, boys. My brain isn't working well. I'm gonna get a cup of coffee and try to think on this. Give me 5 minutes. If you guys have any ideas, suggestions, let me know. I'm gonna start Googling it before I get too deep in the weeds with this. You said that other bot does it, which I find interesting. The only other thing I can think of is what Graham suggested, and that is that we make an entire HTML bot on the side that controls everything. But I've never done that, so you would be required to walk me through it. With the power of scripting, it shall be accomplished. Indeed. Hey, how many platforms are you hitting now? YouTube and Twitch? Yeah. I'm just on those two right now. I mean, I have a cake, but I don't use it. My idea is record them and put them in DaVinci Resolve and make a streamer alert that way. So the issue with that, I could do that right now, to be honest with you. I could do that in anything. It's that the Graham back here, the text needs to be able to change to a live event. And if it's pre-rendered out, it can't change. That's the issue. So that's why it has to come from something that is interchangeable. Cal, if you think there's a great idea how to do this through StreamerBot, please let me know. I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee and just stand up for a second. You guys know how that is. You've all lived in this world. Just give me a second. Doesn't the streamer alert render the name though? What do you mean? My idea is record them, put them in DaVinci Resolve, and make a streamer alert that way. Also, DaVinci Resolve would be too deep. What do you? I guess I'm confused. You'd have to elaborate for me, brother. So like, I don't know how long you've been here, but like this right here is a 3D render of a guy, right? This is a different thing altogether. I don't know. Try to explain it to me a little more. I'm gonna grab some. I'm just gonna grab. Yeah, what's up, beer? Thanks, brother. But like right now, beer. Now we can just keep talking, doing our thing, and this guy could do something. All right, I'm grabbing the coffee. I'll be right back. All right, boys. All right, boys. Couple things. One, just on principle, I want to figure this out with y'all, right? Just to do it. But when I was upstairs, my little peanut brain dawned on it. Long term, it doesn't matter if I'm able to mask it, because there's going to be like, it'd be like him turning around and swinging, and we're just going to render out a VFX behind him. And all we could have to do at that point is change. Where is this one at? We could just do exactly what you said before. We could just make this fade in or stinger in. Just make a stinger. Video file, stinger. Probably not a video file, but you know what I'm saying? Unless the video file is the actual animation. So I was like, we don't need this to clip. I'm going to try to catch up on everything here because I missed some stuff here. I just had to get off my mind. I'm like, actually, I don't think I need this long term, but I still would like not to do it because that allows us to get another, you know, tool. I can't give up. Or a slide. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna figure it out. We gotta figure it out. But yeah, I don't know why my small brain didn't put that together at all. It's upstairs for the long-term goal. The guy is transparent and rendered AoE. I haven't used any of those stream alert things in years. I'm probably envisioning this all wrong if I'm being honest. Does the alert... I'm just trying to jump to you real quick. Germrot. I almost called it Germot, but it's Germrot. Anyways, does the alert play in... Please, individual. Okay. Oh, no, that's a problem. I tried poly mode. What do we got here? What do you mean you want to make your picture 3D? And your photo 3D on what? YouTube, and they don't support that. I know it's how now I've been here for hours. Interesting stuff though. Yeah, we're deep in it. I feel like what you're explaining is what I'm thinking then. So my understanding of how the streamer bot works is not up to par, probably. It could be. I mean, I'm learning it too. I'm no expert, man. I mean, I have some knowledge in these programs, but like, I just enjoy this stuff, you know? And honestly, boys, if we can figure out how to animate real-time animations on a live stream so it's moving around, doing different things, we're just out here doing our thing, how much more interactive does that make live streaming long-term, right? We're really touching territory that streamers aren't touching because they don't have the knowledge. But let's just say, hypothetically, right? Like, we figure it out and we really get it down, right? And they're like, dang, we could share this with people. And then all the people are like, this is really cool, but I don't want to take the legwork to do it myself. Can you just give me a package? Like, yeah, that's not a problem. This is what we charge for a package. And I'm not really a business guy like that, but like, those are like, that's like one of the ways this could go, you know? It's kind of crazy. All right. Got to lock back in, baby. Oh, sorry, man. Say profile picture. I want it to be in 3D. I mean, you could just screenshot it. Just screenshot that. Like, you're on that website, right? I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Trippo or something. Dude, that is what we're building here for sure. And it's variable. Yeah, it is. If you want this to be in 3D, like, you could just screenshot them right here, bro. But because like your photo won't ever be in 3D, like moving like it's a 3D space or look very 3D, because Twitch doesn't support that. It has to be in a 2D, like a JPEG or a PNG, right? So, but you could easily just come in here and like turn the grid off, which is like this, right? And just go like this, screenshot. Now you have your guy, and then like, there you go. Like, you can do that all day, bro. There he is. You know? Turnkey solution later. Yes. Make it packages. Exactly, bro. So, that's what I would try, Ace. As far as what he's saying, I would bet my entire life that you're going to have to pay if you want the textures, which just makes sense. That company's got to make money too. You know, they're burning up the earth one AI rendered at a time. Okay. So with that said, if we can figure out masking long term, I think it's worth our time. So how can we figure out this masking? Ace, what is it giving you? Nah, he never asked me to. He never asked me to. I asked him 3 times just to make sure. Yeah, what's it giving you, Ace? I need to know that, because like, let me think. Just real quick to help you before I dive deep back in this. Like, I might not have any downloaded right now. Okay, that's a good one. Like, if you're getting these 2 things, it's giving you everything you need. You just have to know how to apply them. You need to know how to apply these. If it's giving you a file with these, you... Okay, just an FBX with, so you're just getting this. So that means it's going to bake them on. Yeah, you're going to have to pay, bro. Unless you already are paying. I would bet they charge for that. Okay. There's a hug facing space panel that separates. Huh? Okay. Let's just do this. Let's just start general. Let's just step back. How to OBS video. To mask video in OBS. Right click your video source. It's not quite what we're looking for here. I think it's just gonna be a still up.
And I have to do what is called an image mask. Now, basically, we are going to have a alpha colored channel mask. And there's going to be a lot of different options. So I'm going to go into that with you guys in just a second. We'll see which one we like best. But in the course files here, which you will find, we've got picker, image mask, OBS, video sync tool, the split screen, the stinger. Looking for image mask here. And I'm going to show you guys how to make this as well. But boom, look at that. It actually came in pretty nice at the circle right around me. Let's see how
that's not what I'm looking for. Ooh, but I think that's what I'm going to get is that.
Mask. I just created really well, 1,000. My head. Go ahead. Yes, pretty powerful.
Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. How to video mask. How to OBS video mask. Animated masks. Hold on. Nutty might be Nutty knows his shit really well. This guy might have this down already.
Show you how to cut your camera into shapes like circles, love hearts, circles.
I don't want that.
Triangles, even circles. Everything you're seeing right now is done completely within OBS. There's no need for Photoshop anymore. No need for other.
I don't want any of that.
And you should see a new corners here. Pardon it. All of the shapes. Right. And now if you do that, it's just gonna spin.
Stop. How did he make it move?
We run move value. There's a whole lot more you can do. Like there's an entire adjustment mask section, which we won't have time to get through today. You can go play around with that if you want. But I wanted to show you how to do some animated masks. So rather than just having static shapes, so we'll go back to doing that flower example. So we'll add the star, and then we will add a corner radius to make it rounded and add more points. So rather than just having a basic boring flower shape, what we can do is we can animate this rotation slider here and make this flower rotate infinitely. And the way to do that is to combine this plugin with the Move plugin by Exeldro.
I own both these things!
Masterclass at some point, but I'll show you an example just so you can see how it works. So first of all, install the Move plugin if you've never used it before. I've made videos about it, but we're gonna add a new filter. We're gonna add a Move value. Okay, what we're gonna tell this filter to do is, you see this rotation slider here, this one right there. We're gonna tell Move Transition to animate this slider for us. So set the filter to be advanced mask because that's the one that we want to animate. And then we're gonna leave this at single setting, and we're gonna change the setting to rotation because that's the thing that we want to animate. And we're gonna set the value here to negative 360 degrees. So if I also change the duration to, let's just say 3 seconds. So if we turn this filter on, it's gonna spin our camera or spin the flower 360 degrees. But what we wanted to do after that is we want to reset it back to 0 and just infinitely spin the flower over and over again, right? So to do that, we're gonna make a duplicate, and this time we'll set the rotation to 0. Okay, I don't know why we can't see the rotation. There it is, 0, and change the duration to 0 milliseconds. Now we need to link these two filters together. So after we run Move Value 1, we want to immediately run Move Value 2 and then have it cycle over and over. And the way to do that is to just link them together using this next move dropdown. So under Move Value 1, we're going to say next move will be Move Value 2, then go to Move Value 2.
We might be cooking right now, boys. We might. This could be it. This could be the goal. This could be it. This could be it. Nutty might have had it down. Do you have scripts for arm movements? Tutorials are awesome, by the way. I do not have scripts for arm movements. You can just use 3D body tracking to get your arm to move. With that said, our movement kind of sucks unless you have like a mocap suit. So if you're looking for some like good arm movement, that's not really the program for that. I already own the move plugin. Son of a bitch. All right, let's do this, boys. We can do this. We're going to overcome right now. Here we go. All right, so this is what we're animating. So we're going to go filters, right? We want this. We want an advanced mask, which we already know, which is right here. What we want is we want it to not ever touch that one. We want it to be here. Okay, so we're going to go move value. The filter is this. And we're going to move the X. Is this right? Just want to make sure. What's this called? X, I mean, it's position X, right? But like, I don't know if it's. We'll find out. I'm not really sure how to write this. Yeah, I set up arm movement without it works, but it's rough. Yeah, so if you want like true tracking, like a true arm tracking movement, that's not the program for it. Oh no, that's not you, that's him. Yeah, if that's what he's looking for, it's tough. Okay, stand by. I don't like it this quiet in my ears. I don't care what plays in my ears. I just need some kind of noise in my ear. All right, so how do I set it up to move from point A to point B, right? I don't want to center position X. That's where we are. And I want it to go to... How did he have it for it goes from one to the other? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did he make it so... This is the one we want. This is where we're currently at, but we wanted to go to 414, right? Uh, 2400-second start delay. Done. So I'm going to use hotkey or press. I don't know what this is going to do. Stand by, boys. We might be good to go. Stop everything, boys. We might be good to go. Hold on. I changed things in this. I forgot. Stand by. This has got to go. Okay. Adam. I don't even know when Adam, but I do now apparently. Okay. Ooh, Adam's too low. I don't know why it's clipping, so we're just going to get rid of that clip a little bit there. just popping in. Okay, it's just popping in. So let me think. This is overriding it. It's disappearing fine, but I think this is overriding it. Shit. If that wasn't overriding it. Yes, the text gram comes up. After a 25-second delay. I just want to disable it totally. Just type Adam here again. Now that's totally disabled. Why is this off? It's not gonna work if it's off, that's for sure, but hold on a second. Let's go high transition after what? Let's do 3 seconds for now. Let's have a fade out after 3 seconds. Okay, go away. Gingy, go on now. I think maybe potentially. I gotta walk at that video again. Hold on. Let me see how we did that.
Rotation. That's the thing that we want to add. And we're
So he's on single setting.
going to set the value here to negative 360. So if I also change the duration to let's just say 4 seconds. So if we turn this filter on, it's going to spin our...
Okay. That's what I thought. So if we come in here, right? Hold on, I'm trying to... Okay. Okay, so... I need another one that slides it back. Or... Can I just do a transition out? Hide. Fade. After 3 seconds, but it's not fading. And it also doesn't reset. So if I were to reset, hold on, let's come in here. How do I want to do this? Advanced mask, let's come in here. Let's come down. If I want this off the screen, $10.36. I say a 5-second delay before this one starts to push it back off. That's how fast it goes off and on. So if we come here, let's just say it comes out, I don't know, it'd have to come out at the speed he walks, but let's do 500 milliseconds for now. So now, Adam comes on. He runs over. It didn't fire it. Okay. I'll make sure I didn't click something wrong. Let me run it one more time. Why isn't it firing? I deleted something I shouldn't have deleted here. But I did make a screenshot of it at some point, so let's see what it was. Twas. Okay, let's not do that. How do you know? I just did that. All right, here. Visibility state. That's what it is. Okay. That group doesn't exist anymore, but I'm not deleting it because if it works, it works. You know, that's how that goes. So now, in theory, we're getting very close, right? He comes across. We're so close. The fact that I can get it to run here and do it now, and I can get that over there to work, it's just... What are we missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? So these are working. Click this, it slides out. It waits 2 seconds, it slides out, okay. Disappears. I'm not that young, but I appreciate the compliment. Okay. Why isn't it firing? It's got to be something over here I'm missing. I don't need a delay. OBS main text. Right there. Source visibility. Source visibility. Then we hide it again. Why aren't you firing? It shouldn't fire now. I just want to make sure I didn't get rid of my guy that runs across. Okay. What are you saying? Check your what? I don't know what I'm checking, but it's not there because that wasn't Twitch. Okay. Why aren't we firing? Let me think. Let's do this. Let's enable this. Enabled. Now we see the screenshot again, because this is the one I had it working. This is what it was working off of. OBS, visibility, straight sources. We're going to do this through OBS. It's going to be on our main screen. It's going to be subname. Make sure that's still it, right? Subname test. Okay. We want it visible. Okay. It should pop up now. And I'm wondering if it won't because they don't communicate well with it. Let's find out. Okay. Oops. So this is coming through. It popped up. Okay. Didn't pop up correctly, but it's up. Okay. Now. This says Graham. This one said Adam. So it went with Graham over Adam. And it didn't slide it. Let me delete this delay. I want to see something. I might regret that, but we're going to find out. So if we're here, right? Come back in here. Event. Well, this is just stuck on the screen because it didn't go away. Can you activate the effect with StreamerBot? I am. That's why I'm typing event. Stand by. Let me see something here. So, might have to adjust a couple things. $12.53 should go into move 2. Okay. Move 1 is 4:15 still, which may or may not be correct. 4:10. Okay, either way, that's not firing. It would have showed up if it was. Okay, that is correct. And yeah, it's just not. Can I fire that from in here? Ooh, I don't know. Hold on, before I do that, let me see what happens here. I don't want to do too much. I got to do it one at a time. You know, that way I don't. If it does work or doesn't work, I know. Okay, so it'll work here. It won't work with StreamerBot because StreamerBot is overriding it. So in theory, you are correct. If I can set it with StreamerBot, we should be fine. Okay. Try again one more time. I can see the whole thing. It just popped up. It didn't do it correctly. All right. So move is getting overridden by StreamerBot. Now let's see what we can get done here. Set a state of a random filter. Set scene. I don't even know. It's not a scene filter, but it's also not a random. I guess I'll just start looking around and see what we got. OBS. It's going to be main screen. The source is going to be our subtest. What does this have to do with? I would need more than this. Like, that's not going to do it. You know, that's not going to do it. It just, it didn't even let me adjust it or pick move filter. It just... That's definitely not right. I just changed one thing. I just wanted to see something with it. Well, that's weird that it toggled it off. I guess I did change it to toggle. Not that weird. All right. Visible. Got it. Okay. So... what if we just delete this? Hold on a second. What if we just... disable this layer for a second? Because we're going to hide transition in 300 seconds. What if that, if it's just not trying to fight it? Will it work then? I just want to see if it'll turn it off here in a second. It's not turning it off. All right. Trying to think, boys. I'm trying to think. Toggling it off makes it fade out. And it won't force it on. Okay, so it'll toggle it off. It won't force it on. Now we try what you're talking about in here with the events. Enable this one again. Let's just type in filter. Not wavelength. It's going to be OBS. It's not a random filter set. Scene filter state. I mean, it's not a scene. It's part of the problem, you know? Like, I'm not sure to answer your question. Oh, wait. You might be cooking. Okay. We thought there's a delay, and then we're gonna copy this, paste it down here. We're gonna come in here, and we're gonna change it to hidden, and let's see if that works. I need that to just go off. That'll work. None. Okay. Nope. Immediately nope. Turned it on. Ah! I feel like we're so close, but I just don't know what it is. I'm just not sure. We're so fucking close, boys! That's progress right there. That was progress we just witnessed. All right. I think we got it. I think we figured it out. I think we've made it. In delay, ease in, ease out, cubic, blah, blah, blah. I don't think I need to adjust any of this. I think I now need to adjust when it comes up. So if we type event, at what point is it going to come up? Timing's almost good. So, okay. Filter. How long? It's going past him, right? So it's how fast the animation actually happens, right? So let's try 1 whole second. Dude, we're making progress big time right now. So now when we run, it's boom. Ooh, just a little too slow. Let's try 750. I gotta leave very soon, by the way. That's almost there. I gotta go to the ease in and out. I gotta pee. Here, pee. Okay. We're almost there, baby. Now, let's check it out. Let's go, no easing. I guess you can ease in. No, because the other thing's consistent. It can't ramp because it moves consistently. There can't be an ease. No ease. I need to adjust it a little bit more. So it's lagging. It needs to go a little bit faster. I need to see my man real quick. Turn the real one off so I can try to do this real quick. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Okay, I wanted to see how it actually looks. So it should be possible if I just get to run with him about right there from where it's at. Okay, cool. Just gonna fire everything, yeah, so okay, I think a couple things happen. I think this is the delay to make this happen. It seems to stack in order, so it becomes visible. So it's becoming visible off of what I have in here, which means it's becoming visible. Start delay 24. Let's see when it actually pops up compared to where he is exactly. All right, now, okay, it's pretty close. I think it, ooh, that's tough. Try 2350. And then this is how long it takes to cross. I need to see where it is as far as is it getting in front of them or what, you know? And I think it does get in front of them a little bit. That's really close. All right, I gotta let it finish. I went too fast for it to know. Okay, so it does get in front of him just a fucking tiny bit at the beginning. It's gonna make it faster. Hold on, we're at 50. Let's try 70. Just get very micro movements here. But I think we're good. I gotta make it look better, obviously, but that doesn't look bad. Let's see what we can do with the text to make it look a little nicer now. I'm gonna duplicate it. That way I could just not have to turn it on and off a million times. I have no idea if this is gonna even work. I've never tried doing this on straight text before. Okay, cool. So we're in business. We can make this something cool. What do we make it? What did I just break? I don't know what I just broke. Click triangle and it jacked everything up. That was weird. Okay. So let's make this black so you can read it on anything. Just the ability to read, it's all I'm looking for here, you know. Dude, I got a fake stream chat overlay powered by LM Studio, offline LM on my own GPU. Screw API costs. I can control topic via dashboard. How long did it take you to make that? The LMM. That'd take you a little bit. No, I don't want anything like that yet. Try to add a little depth to these names. Little depth action, you know? Little depth, you know? Lots of tuning. I've always thought about making one just for fun. I don't know much about them other than like obviously use itself, but like I'm not sure how I feel about glows. I don't want it to look too cartoony. I'm just trying different things out, you know. Are these both open? That'd make my life easy. No? Okay. One at a time it is. Yeah, I want them to look nice, but not too cheesy, so I'm gonna have to play with this a little bit. I just want us to get closer to our goal here so we can see it, you know? Delete this one for I don't cause an issue. Okay. So in theory, it's more a study case and a cool way to plug scrappers into the bots and give news while looking like chatters, just messing around. That's legit. Hold on. I've never tried anything like that. I really should. I need to make the coming out a little faster, I think. But I think that's the answer. What do you think? We can change the font, of course. Somewhere, I'm sure. Select font. Pick something that's not so basic, that way. I gotta make it. I need padding or something around it so it's not all. This is just gonna make the whole thing bigger, right? Yeah. Okay. I should take care of it. Let's see if that fixes it. Ooh, it didn't take care of it, really. But at least it can at least be to figure out or change. Yeah, it does require some setup. I think it's a lot less setup than I originally thought. Oh, wait. I wanted to see if it stops clipping the edge. No, why is it clipping the edge? I don't know why it's doing that. Because, like, I can't do that. That's not going to fix it. It's just going to make it huge, you know? Why do you clip? I feel like this is something that's easy to fix. I just don't know what it is off the top of my head. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought this would be the fix, but it's not fixing it. Okay. There we go. That's what I thought the fix was. Okay. I'm just making sure I understand the fix. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and delete this layer. Filter. Turn that off for a sec. Manual. I gotta turn that back on. Now, what text or what do I use? Do I think I just leave it looking like that, or do I change colors? Or what do you think I should do with that part? Wait, stand by. That's not what I meant to click on. Looked like it was still clipped, didn't it? Just smaller clip. It's not clipped there. Am I crazy? Maybe not. Maybe it's just the way it was sitting, actually. Yeah, it's just the way it's sitting over the green. Okay. All right, let me see if I get the timing right, and we'll use this for now until we get the other stuff set up. At least we have something then, you know? I don't actually think it looks too bad. What I want to do first is I want to loop this. Nope, no, I do want to. I want to loop this so I can pause it. Somewhere right around there. You come up real quick. I succeeded. I just had to extract it from Blender, and now the model's perfect. Wait, it didn't let you extract from Blender originally? I'm a little confused there. Trying to make sure his foot actually hits the bottom, like I'm running on the bottom of the screen, you know? I think that'll work. I'm glad it worked out, Ace. I know it was frustrating you, brother. I promise you, you're watching me struggle right now. We all do it. Anyone in these kind of worlds, we all do it, man. Oops, I forgot to... Actually, I did want to see that. It's too late, whatever. All right, I think we're good, right? So, like, now, if I set this, it'd just be like, okay, we're chilling, and then... It's a little slow coming out. Just a little bit. So you cannot see the textures? Because if Blender shows that, means it did come with... Yeah, it came with something. It definitely came with some kind of texture if Blender found them. Do I leave it like that for now, you think? Just so it's something? And should I make the guy smaller? Do you think he looks fine? I like how anyone watches, he just keeps typing the word event. He does keep typing the word event. I just want to see it on other screens, you know? Is it too big? That's what I need to know now. It's not ideal, but I think it'll work for now. Looks like it's still clipped. Yeah, that G is clipped. I was thinking the same thing. That G is definitely clipped. I'm glad you noticed it too. I thought maybe it was just me, but all right. So when I bring it on all the way, it's not clipped. So it's something happening with that plugin, the move plugin. Way to go. Imagine having one connected to a website to control streamer bot and OBS layers. Cal, I've thought about that. I thought about doing one for the exactly that, having control thing. I was thinking about doing one like almost like a little, like, say like I hooked it into the animations of like the peon on top here. So it's almost like a little LM just hanging out with me. So when people do stuff, he talks and can respond and shit like an LM does. That'd be crazy. Just while streaming, he just having his own conversation with people. Maybe that's down the road. So it's not clipped here, but I do agree it did look clipped. Let's add a little more padding. Let's just see if that fixes it. We don't gotta get too crazy with this. Apparently I'm gonna have to adjust more than just the padding when I do this. Okay. We're at 69. Let's just, I don't know. Let's go to 75. See if that's enough. Not a huge adjustment. Maybe it'll still work fine. No, it clips. I don't know why it clips. It's gonna send me into a spiral, beer. All right, I'll try another font though. I'll listen to your suggestion. Maybe it's the font. Maybe it is the font. Let's try any other font and see what happens. It made this very small. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but gonna have to make that in. Well, that just didn't work at all. So let's try something else. I'm not sure changing the font was the best move we ever made. Could this be a classic situation where I changed the font and broke the whole thing? Potentially. Potentially, boys. Classic. Classic. You had it working good enough and you changed something? You're an idiot. Just a classic situation. Times New Roman, save me, baby. I don't know. Why'd it make it so small? And blurry. I'm about to go back to that font. It's not worth it, boys. It's not worth it out here. What is this breaking so bad for? I don't know why this is happening right now. Hold on. I gotta use all my, I gotta summon all my brain power again. I thought we were out of the woods. It's amateur hour over here on my part for thinking that, you know? Well, we're gonna try to run it just to see if that'll fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe it just needs a little reset, maybe. No, it broke. All right, cool. Turn all that off. Hold on. I'm blaming you, Beer. We could have just left the clipping and I never would have known. I might have to. We're just gonna go back for now. This is what it was working on, so I changed the padding, so oh yeah, it broke. That's what it was at. I just want to move it all back so that way. If this isn't the most classic shit I've ever seen in my life, you know? If it's just super classic, you know? All right, I need to change what's inside there, so if it's like a subscriber on YouTube or a follower on Twitch, I'll probably have a different running animation for a follower on Twitch. That way, like maybe I'll do a Murloc. No, I'm not trying to animate a Murloc running. That sounds horrible. I think we're good here. We don't need anything else in here. I don't know what I need to inside text. What is it? GTI or what is it called? What kind of file is called? I don't remember. Stand by. Stop. No, I do not wish to remove it. That would have been a horrible misclick. GDI. What is needed inside a GDI text GDI file for streamer bot to fire an event of a Twitch follow or YouTube sub? Thanks for the session, Mobs. It was good meeting you in public. Would like your opinion on my bear sometime. Yeah, I'll check it out, brother. I tried to click on it. It just wasn't there. So anytime you want, man, you can send it to me any way you want. I'll check it out with you, brother. I'm going to get off here real soon anyways, just so we can, or I can, what's it called? Get ready to go. Does not fire events. Yes, I understand that. So the only thing needed inside the unit is whatever you want to display, usually a variable. Okay. Will you put in the text field for testing? Wait, what? Right, this is what I'm looking. Typical patterns like this. That's what I'm looking for. Ooh, I don't know. This is not what I expected it to tell me. I was expecting for something to turn my brain off. I clicked these, like type in this, and it would do it. Inside the actions, add. I already did all this, right? There's no rest for the wicked over here. Can we rename this? No, it's just the name forever. Very good. Okay. It's not permanent anyway. Create an action, add a trigger. Okay. What's the difference? Oh, turbo. That's not even a real thing. And then I don't know what that just said to me, but what did that say? I gotta read that again. Hold on, let me delete this. This requires stream elements integration to be connected to work. Great. All right. What time is it right now? It's 5:09. This seems like a good talking or stopping point before I get too deep into this side of it, because I actually have to go to training. I know I said it to you guys earlier. Well, that's the wrong screen. But I do like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and stuff, and I got training tonight, so I got to be there in 50 minutes. So I'm gonna go so I can go get beat up by some dudes. It was good hanging out with you guys. Thanks for being here. I think we're onto something with this. I think it's gonna work when we actually get it ironed all the way out and everything. We'll make a YouTube video on it so we can show people how to actually do it without all these missteps along the way. But I thought it'd be cool if I just did it live. I was like, you know what? Like, I don't know everything. I got to figure it out too. So if we can figure it out and make something pretty cool, I think people will enjoy that. So take it easy, gentlemen. I'll see you later. Actually, yeah, I'll see you later tonight, because